Welcome back to the Rules of Survival Global Series. We're currently taking a look at the EU Mount Grill Cup Grand Finals, and we're down to the fifth and final game to decide who will take home the championship.
Who will take home the championship?
Well, we're going to find out. We've tallied the scores for map 4 at least and combined all the maps so far, so we'll be able to take a look and see who is currently on top and who we should watch out for going into the fifth and final map of today.
Eyes peeled, Rhonda.
Rhonda?
Yeah, it's like a saying. Eyes peeled, Rhonda. Eyes on the road, Rhonda.
What? Who's...
Yeah, you're not from Australia. You don't know.
Well, there you go, Juice. Take us through this. Who's on top?
Size on top. Your anus is second. Clash is third.
At 615.
Sorry?
At 615, so they're
Yep.
significantly lower than us.
But Betrayed and Clash are on the exact same point.
Yep.
NBK is 10 behind.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Ildis is even further behind, which I think they're pretty much out of the race for first place at least.
Team Foy did sneak back
Team
in,
Foy
but
sneaked
at
top 10.
5:45.
Peters and 404 Not Found and Revolution all within the top 10. But
Big
there-
drop after
No.
8 to 9 though. 390 to
yeah,
545.
but 11 and 12 are still, in my opinion, playing for 10th.
They're playing
the top
for
10.
part of the money. RWC,
Yeah.
Team Puyat, PH, and Revolution are playing for part of the money. So a 4-4 Not Found, PTRS are pretty much in there. I just need to perform well on this last map. But top of the table, Clash, I think all the way down to 7th place, even 8th place. It's reasonable if one of these top teams don't have a good performance in map 5.
Yeah, I think, honestly, first place at the moment is between Uranus and Sight.
Mm-hmm.
I think Clash has been playing well, don't get me wrong, but I think the 100 points, you're relying on the two teams ahead of you now to have a terrible game.
Yeah.
And they haven't had one yet.
That's
So.
true. Well, here's the results from that last map coming up, Juves. So very, very good performance coming out from Team Poya. That puts them back in contention. If I have another map like that, and if Psy, Clash, Uranus, and Raylit, who are all in the top 5 from last map, don't get into top 5 at map 5, they could take it home. But this is why Psy, Clash, Uranus, all these teams are so close on the top of the table, because they always finish top 5. They know how to get into the final
They
zone.
know how to grind it out, even when they're in a bad situation. So, like, for example, Clash was in a terrible situation. Sin and another member were the only two left, and they managed to grind out a top 5 finish.
Exactly. And teams need to learn from that.
They do. But the one thing that scares me is, where do we go from, like, where... I lost it. Wow, it's late. It's late, I'm sorry, it's really late. He's trying to find it. Can you find it?
404.
Not found. Not found. I really had something good too. I really had a banger.
My analyst has let me down.
I've let the boys down. But when you let the boys down once after saving it for about 100 times, then it's not bad.
So who are you looking out for here, Juves?
I think it's like, can you look past the top two?
Look past the top 2?
As in, well, where's the conversation heading? Are we talking about who's going to finish first?
Who's taking first?
I'm going to say... I am going to say... Sin. Psy.
Psy?
Yep.
Psy are currently placed first, so taking the first place
Yeah,
spot. Not
I have
too
to.
difficult. I reckon Uranus are doing well enough to actually take the first place finish coming into this map. And Psy are one of the teams that you pointed out to. That's one of the teams that you backed. You backed Clash and Team
That's what I
Poya.
was going to say. I got it. I found it.
But you hedged your bets. You put 4 on here, and one of them's not even top 10. That's Team Puyat PH2.
Listen, I found what I was going to say.
What is it?
So Sethery said, watch out for Betrayed.
Yep, #1 team in Europe.
Again, he was wrong.
So far.
So
Look,
far.
Betrayed are 615. They're in amongst the top
They're in the
dogs.
money. They're in the money. He could be right.
They're in the money, and they could, if they do very well in this last map, if they get another 23 frag game, they can take first.
What time is it for Seth, by the way?
Probably normal time.
Oh, okay. So he isn't doing ridiculous hours like we are.
No. Probably a little bit early in the morning for
Uh-huh.
him, but not crazy 6 a.m. style like us. But we're on the map here, Tubes. The grand finals, and it's down to the final map for
Some
the
would
European.
say it's the Grand Grill.
It's the Grand Grill.
I come up with some good lines there. I will say that.
Sometimes.
I will say that. I'm really good at what I do. Besides when I lose what I was going to say, but then I found it.
Oh boy.
Yep. But it is 3 a.m. So we are allowed to have some brain fades sometimes. So again, there's going to be a Rust Bay squadron by the look of it. But I don't think they're deep enough actually. They might just fall short. Oh no, #1. Their team #1's going there now.
But the eastern side of the map is fairly spread out here, Juice.
Yeah, but they all seem to be in one half of the map. No one's in the east.
No one is in the east. Everyone's on the western side of the map. No one towards Research Edifice. Observatory's empty. Defense Fort, Squirrel Depot.
It'd almost be worth taking the roll of the dice, getting a car, driving down to Wheat Town or exactly Research Edifice, and just seeing where the circle spawns.
If I was one of the top teams, what I would do is now just go from Observatory
Mm-hmm.
and just drive all the way down the eastern coast to Research Edifice, to Squirrel Depot, get into the zone, and the loot from there. You'd save yourself throughout the early stages of the match, and you'd be able to loot pretty much uncontested.
I feel like there comes a point in time, though, in this game specifically, where you don't need any more loot. You get so much loot.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you really need that much loot, Fish?
I reckon you can never have too much.
Yeah?
I reckon if you do get like uninhibited looting for 20 minutes, I reckon you come into the final play zone pretty packed. Like level 3 gear, good weapons, great meds, boosted up. I think that would help you out, especially in such a high skill level match.
Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, you don't want to be looting for all 29 minutes of the match. That's a little bit silly.
I want to shout out that last guy we saw, because this is probably the first player I've seen in a very long time that had full camo. He didn't have any fluoro colours.
What was the team that had full camo? Is it Team Fate in the Southeast Asian Regionals that have full camo?
They did, yeah, but they still had fluoro weapons, I believe.
They did have fluoro weapons. I think some weapons are just fluoro, unfortunately. That's a Masquerade mask going up there. Ooh, Blazer, 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 please!
Blazer is blazing him up.
Yeah, uses the SVD, the DMR, take it down. Sniper from Betrayed. Betrayed, they need to have a good performance here to get into the top finish, but losing one of their star players right at the start is not a very good start for them. Not checking their corners.
That was not a brr, but it was like a brr.
It was a Ooh, he's still
I can
going
hear
at
it
it.
again. No, but that's not Blazer.
No, it's not Blazer. One of his other allies has the SVD as well. Alexander now trying to fight back. But again, this is what you can't do. When you take a compound, you need to be careful.
Yeah, but it feels they're playing pretty careless at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to call it careless rules of survival. And they forgot their rules. This has killed Blazer. I think that's the difference between a lot of the top tier teams when we talk about these. When we talk about Clash, Betrayal, Psy. The difference is they would kill that player there, right? Now they're in another 50-50 situation where they got to try and kill him again. It's these little things that make the big difference. No brakes. Yeah, of course, standard. No
European.
brakes.
They don't block off the
No, they are.
door,
You
but
have to
will.
reverse to open the door. Then I think they're putting the car there.
Here's the flank coming in from Jesus. Oh, Moon's being able to find him. Jesus running in, no cover. He's going to be taken down. Frog is still down. There's still two members of 4-4 up. Alexander going to try and give some covering fire, but Jesus is going to be not long for this ball. Betrayed.
I didn't finish him.
They're losing their star player. A little bit of lag going on here, but I think Jesus is going to bleed out. And he's one more tick from death, and that's a really unfortunate start coming in from Betrayed. You can see Alexander and Cloister. They don't even have the meds to heal back up.
No, they're in a really... And by the looks of it, I don't know if this is just a visual bug, but he's only got a Desert Eagle. Surely he's got more than a Desert Eagle.
But for 4-4, I mean, they get to play spoiler here. They were not in the top 10. They were not doing very well.
Can they get in the top 10?
I don't think so, but they have been able to
MBK
take...
has just fragged out as
they
well.
took down RWC on top of that, but with that though, Juves, they... Unfortunately for them, that could be Betrayed's run coming to an end unless Alexander Suppose their final surviving member can do enough.
They only have a Vector and a Deagle and no meds. I'm not sure what they can do here. I've never seen anyone use a Deagle to get frags.
They're stuck inside the warehouse. They're in a bombing zone as well. They're just outside the zone. The problem is they spent the last 5 minutes fighting. They haven't spent enough time getting into these battles.
Again, it just felt reckless. It felt like they were overzealous, overconfident. It didn't feel Clash-esque.
But it is unlucky. It is what it is.
I think they have more than a Deagle, so I think it was a spectator bug because there's not holding a Deagle right now. Yeah, okay, there's the AK. Maybe it wasn't a spectator bug. Maybe he did have his Deagle out, but now it's just switch to the AK.
Running around with the pistol, but has now gone towards the assault rifle instead.
So what's their game here? What's their game plan? They're just chilling and they're waiting for someone to... I think what they're trying to do is just wait them out and they're hoping for someone to push them here.
I agree. I think that they're trying to do just that and hope that it happens, but
I don't think it's happening.
How long can you wait for, Juice?
Well,
how long can you realistically just wait for this to happen?
I think it's just circle dependent, really, isn't it? You just wait until you have to move. Then if you don't have to move, don't move. If you have to move, then unlucky, move.
I think they will have to move though, which is unfortunate.
King of Prawn just hugging the ground.
That was a revolution on your screens earlier.
404 Moon, he's still covering the warehouse where he knows that Clash are. I feel like there's just so many people third-personing these warehouses and there's not much room for anyone to move. Even Sin's over there. Sin seems very split up from his team though. Very slow game. Feels like there's a lot on the line.
They are very spread out from their teams. And there is a lot on the line. It's a $20,000 prize pool, Juice.
$20,000 of gifts? Oh, imagine that. That would probably get you every skin in the game, right? Surely.
I think it'd be enough if you were to spend it all in the game itself. I think it'd be enough to get almost everything.
So what you're telling me is that one of these players can officially own all the skins in the game. Not a bad buy.
I'm pretty sure someone does. Someone has to.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that they wouldn't. Skins are just such a beautiful invention.
Why is that?
I don't know, man. It's just something feels good about changing the look of your clothes and weapons and whatnot.
Just looking good, feeling good,
Playing good.
playing good if you look good.
They're using your favorite vehicle.
Goddamn sports car.
So you're a very anti-vehicle, anti-bicycle guy.
Very anti-bicycle guy.
Sin's picked up a frag. Remax picked up a frag. Sin's picked up an execute.
Executor.
Executor.
But Sin is one of the players we are looking out for, Juice.
I think we've officially stopped looking out for him, and we just watch him now because he's gonna do crazy stuff all the time. He's just gonna pop off.
He does pop off quite frequently, Juice. Do you think he's gonna have a pop-off match here?
I think he has popped off so far. As well as much as you could pop off when 12 people have died. Right. He's not gonna have 12 kills.
Yeah, that's true.
Nice little vault mechanic there. I love the vault mechanic, looks very clean.
ROS, the first ever mobile match.
Huh?
The first ever mobile battle royale, I should say. Mobile match, what am I talking about?
Yeah, it didn't make sense for me. Deja, I wish his name was Boo.
That's not Deja Vu.
But Deja has turned around, just dinked him one and finished him off. Sin has finished off another person from number one. Not number one, one Miracle, I should say. Number one's in the other group, other region. Ooh, seems to be tagged. King of Prawn got tagged by someone there. Remax. God. The one thing I've noticed about some of these teams, these high-end teams, they split up a lot in the early phases of the game.
Do you like that? Do you think that splitting up is a good idea?
I think it's like, if you're confident you'll win the 1v1, I guess why not? But the moment you start losing too many games because of it, I think you pull in the strategy. That's what I think a lot of games and a lot of strategy should be like. I'm okay to try stuff, why not? Let's do different things, but the moment that it doesn't work, teams need to adapt. And that's like one thing I just the example that I can think of straight away off the top of my head is Manuk.
Mm.
They've never shown the ability to adapt. It's just been Rust Bay consistently and losing consistently.
This is from Manuk from Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia.
You're right.
Teams like NRX John 36 teams from Southeast Asia drop logging woods all the time. Hard to
Yes.
execute strategy, but they execute it.
And
So
they-
there's no need to change it.
And they make sure that they keep it consistent as well.
Yeah.
They make sure that they're always dropping at the locking bay, and they're always running the exact same strategy, so they know exactly what to do.
But if you're finishing like a last place or somewhere around there,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not really qualifying for finals, then there's something you've got to change. Speaking of, there's another squad on squad here.
Revolution going to lose a couple of players.
Sin did get put down, but Remax and Sin seem like a perfect duo. They're always together.
Oh, they just been flashbanged here. They are always together. They're always working together, especially in that last. The last home wasn't Remax, but it was God Guess.
Oh, was it?
Oh, yeah, right. Remax is one of the stars of the show for Revolution. Not for Clash. Revolution getting a few kills onto God Guess. God Guess gets knocked down. They're still sieging here.
This could be bad news for Climax. Why do I say Climax? You know why? No, I know why. I know why I say
Why?
it. Because there was a League of Legends team that had a similar like clan tag, and then their name was Climax, and it just defaulted to my brain to that because it's been so long.
Oh, good chicken grenade coming out from Sin though. Not Remax or Climax, but Sin throws out the chicken grenade. King of Prawn is going to try and pick him back up. Clash, but Deja from Clash. He was flashbanged earlier. He's hunted down for, trying to pick up his allies, go for some kills. King of Poro finally gets his teammate back up. He wants to heal up as well. Tongue XD needs to heal too.
Yeah.
They will successfully get healed.
And it seems they're very cagey affair here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we've been watching the same squad fight for a very long time.
They're taking their time, and I think it's more of a,
Well, that Molly's cooking. That Molotov is cooking.
Molotov is on fire. Oh, King of Poro actually finds a little spot in the ground where he's not being burnt alive by that Molotov.
His teammate was though. His teammate actually had to leave
Mhm.
the phone room.
What would you do if you're in the situation? Because they're just kind of sitting there looking at each other, but not really doing anything right now.
I think you have to just wait it out. Wait it out until some person, you call their bluff, you wait it out until they leave.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they leave, you start shooting at them.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel...
If they sit like this, it's not going to work out. Meanwhile, Clayster, they managed to get out there and they kill 404. It's been 13 minutes. They've been in that fight for way too long. Finally, Sin does move up towards the second floor. They've had enough. And they take down Revolution. He's going to be able to revive his ally. And they'll be with 3 people moving into the next zone.
So is that Revolution eliminated?
Mm-hmm.
Where do they finish up roughly?
I'm trying to find my sheet of paper. Don't know where I've put it.
Too many sheets.
Too many sheets. Got the math homework, got all this random crap. Where is it? There
Yeah, that's yours.
Revolution. They're out.
They're not even top 10.
They're not even going to take... I don't think that they're going to be able to make top 10 with that performance, unfortunately.
They started so promising throughout the weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not promising, but they did have some star players and some standout games.
Mm-hmm.
That just goes to show, though, it doesn't matter how good you are individually, because yes, everyone can have a really good individual performance once or twice, but you need to be consistent. It doesn't matter how flashy you look. Doesn't matter if we say, oh, look at that, well played by blah, 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 blah. What matters is you make the top 10 finishes consistently.
Yep. And Revolution might have the King of Prawn, but that's all he's got tonight.
King of Prawn now.
Namal here, he's going to be jumping around. Yeah, squad's been
Namal
pretty
reminds
good.
me of a mountain. That's like a mountain name. Mount Namal.
He's from PTRS, I believe.
He is, that one, yep. We know the German squadron is PTRS.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like a very German way to spell Peter too.
Peters.
Yeah, Peters.
Oh my goodness.
I butchered it, but it's fine. MBK still alive. MBK 2 kills. Not bad, in a decent position, but I think if they keep this up, they've secured some money at least.
Bad Saint with the 2 kills, he'll be pretty happy about that.
He's a naughty boy, isn't he?
He's a bad Saint. Don't know what to tell you.
Remember that one time we had Bad Saint fighting Jesus?
Oh man, that was a fun battle. That was on day 1 of the tournament.
Who won?
I believe it was Jesus.
I think Jesus won.
Jesus is the almighty savior.
He won against the Bad Saint. Of course, that's what we expected.
Judas got put down. Sit down, Judas. Judas, Jesus.
Judas,
Same
not
thing.
Yeah.
Judas.
English is not functioning for us both tonight.
It's very late, Jubes. It's 3:30. We've come off the back
I
of
can't
2
even.
days.
I can't even use the excuse that it's 5 for me anymore because it's really not.
You've been here for too long.
But I did go to sleep at 9 a.m. yesterday, so
that is true.
that is true.
I got to bed pretty quick last night.
Did ya?
I was very surprised actually.
Yeah. Did you What time did you wake up?
First at 10 a.m.
Uh huh.
because my girlfriend wanted to go to church.
So did you go with her?
No, she didn't go.
So why?
She
But why
couldn't
did she
wake
wake
up.
you up?
As in I set an alarm for her.
Why?
So-
But why didn't she set her alarm?
She did. We tried to set 2 to make sure she could get back. She could get up.
Is she that kind of person with the alarms?
We both are.
Ah.
Like we both slept through that 10 o'clock alarm.
Really?
Small fight
I-
going on here.
I can't sleep through alarms. That looks like a good grenade.
Oh, that's on. He didn't know. He doesn't get. The
Yeah, no,
shot
he
there.
knocked.
Oh, he does get the
Yeah,
knock towards
he-
W7, but now he's looking towards his ally, who's holding a good position by this tree. Namal is calling up for backup. He already got 2 frags there.
What more can Namal do? Where's his team? Where's the team when you need it? It's a team game, man.
If Talit just hides inside the back of the tuk-tuk, now going to try and drive this one away. Namal spots it out, trying to get damage on towards the tuk-tuk. Remember,
He's-
it's not a very tanky vehicle. It's
He's
easy
being
to kill people.
tuk-tuk.
Tuk-tuk!
He's being took out. If Tali is being tuk-tuk.
He does get tuk-tuk away, but Namal will go and collect his rewards for the couple of frags he did pick up.
Pick up the trophies.
Ding.
Oh yeah, so she didn't go to church?
Yeah, she didn't go to church. And then we slept in, woke up at 1, and then finally at 2. So I set my timer for 2.
He had a
because-
good sleep.
Yeah, 2 o'clock means I had 8 hours, but you know, I did wake up 2 to 3 times in between.
Not bad.
Not
Fishy.
bad. I thought I had a pretty good night yesterday.
Not bad.
I was exhausted coming out of the house, and I'm probably going to crash as soon as I get going later as
Don't
well.
worry about me. Don't worry about me.
You dead?
I'm up at. I'll see you at 7 p.m. tomorrow.
Then we're going out.
Yeah.
Celebrate your last day here in
Celebrate my
Shanghai.
last day.
Did you enjoy your time in Shanghai, Juice?
Yeah, it's nice. I didn't know what to expect. I think what I expected was what came to, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like nice country, a lot of Western food chains, food places, good food. I know Bubble Cup's very popular. Is it Bubble Cup or what do you call it?
I got the baseball elite body, by the way, for my
Nice.
gift. Bubble tea.
Bubble tea. So I had a lot of bubble tea. I didn't go to many markets. That's one thing I should have done. But I'll do it when I come back next time.
Nice. That's what we want.
But yeah, it's like what I expected. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
like a lot of people complain about the weather, but I think the weather was just right for me. It was humid, but it was like fine.
It was pretty good. The weather recently was pretty good, Juice. Not gonna lie. It's been very nice so far. Ooh, they get the LMG.
And the Shanghai skies were nice to me.
It was no pollution recently, which has been nice.
Mhm.
Well, that squad just went past. I picked up the machine gun, the M429, and that's gonna rip holes through any vehicles in the final circle.
It's gonna brat.
It is gonna brat. It's gonna go for a long time, and it's gonna brat pretty good, my friend.
Do you reckon someone's angry about the baseball elite body that you got?
Probably. People asking, is Team Puyat PH still alive? Is Team Poya still alive? Is it Uranus? Is this Uranus on your screen?
Yes. I believe it is.
Uranus going to be driving around. PTRS, deep inside the zone as well. We're almost 20 minutes in here, Jubes. We are close to the final battle. And the final map of the grand finals for Europe.
Countdown.
It is the final countdown.
Dun.
We're getting there.
When I sing into this mic, sometimes I feel like I can really sing, but then I realize I actually can't, and it's really horrible, and I should stop. You ever get that sometimes? Do you ever like sing with music?
Yeah.
Then you think like, wow, I'm actually
bad.
pretty good because the music masks your voice,
Yeah.
right? And I'm like, I'm actually decent at singing. Then you pause the music, and it's just like, wee woo woo, wee woo woo.
Wee whoa whoa. Wee whoa whoa.
I wonder if chat has anything to say about that. Do they know where that's from?
Probably not.
No.
Silver Scrapes. Educate yourselves.
We'll leave it. It's a bit delayed, so we'll have to leave it for a bit.
Someone said hashtag gift work nothing. Just wait. System will give you an airdrop after 25 minutes. So yeah, it could be pretty true.
Is it 25 minutes?
It's not time based. It's
Oh.
random. You could be tuning in for an hour and not getting anything because of luck. But they say about 15 minutes in is where you should expect your first drop, if you're lucky.
Are you lucky, Fish?
I got the elite baseball, so yes, I am very lucky.
You've been unlucky for a while, though.
Oh, OVN overnight. This is probably the longest run they've had in this best of 5 so far.
Hey! What happened there?
Commentators. As soon as I say it's the longest run, it's like, woo! Let's eliminate this squad. Blow up their vehicle. No fun for you. I am upset, Juice,
Why?
because that just happened. That was a thing. That should not have happened.
But it happened. You used to get angry at me for doing that, but now it's you.
Hey.
The tables have turned.
Ay, Lamau.
That should be like the end, the EU Grand Final end theme song.
Silver Screams.
People hate that song now.
Really? I
Yeah,
love the song
It
still.
goes. People are flaming it on the Twitter sphere.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
In Euro actually. It was. Last year. Imagine he's watching as well. Maybe he's just like covering all games ever, and he's just like watching.
That's okay. He is the worst Muppet imaginable. Have you seen that head
No, do you not like him?
melon? No, he's a great bloke. Just, you know,
Hard flame.
calling him a melon.
Team Puya
Still alive. I don't know if Team Puyat are still alive at the moment. I think,
but for your sake, I hope they are.
I hope they are. Sin made it. Sin has made it all the way in here, so that's a fighting chance for Betrayed.
Yeah, Sin's a beast.
But he hasn't been fragging out. We said that Betrayed do need to pick up a nice big frag match to go towards the first place. Team Poya are still in this one. Juice, we said that Team Poya can take it too. 15 frags at a first place. Could mean Team Poya place top.
I don't think they have 15 frags to their name yet.
Sire still in this one as well.
Sai's picked up some frags, you're right.
Yep, Mila92 just got taken down by Sai.
Isn't Alexander on Clash?
Alexander is still alive for Clash.
Yeah.
I know he's from Betrayed.
Betrayed, because they had the bad start. That's
They
right.
had Alexander still left alive,
Mm-hmm.
as well as one other player. I can't remember who.
MBK still breathing as well.
Bakuga. 4 players. Man.
Ah, that's the dirty shower curtain.
That's the shower strategy.
Yep. Okay, drive straight into the wall. Get lit up.
Oh, Sai.
Straight from behind.
Getting a lot of damage there as well. Plenty of kills being picked up by Sai. They're the #1 team right now. They're looking to try and finish this tournament strong. Leon hiding away from the death trucks. 23 minutes in. Teams are still in really good urban environments. Sai getting more kills. A couple of their players are being taken down. Wisco gets a few kills here and there. Spat Saint's going to go down. God guess, living with next to no hit point. He's going to survive through that firefight. And it's going to be Fire just trying to fight back inside the bathroom here. Finally gets taken down. Sai lose a couple of members. Polo from YouTube has to be revived right now. Nobody's going to die. Haven't seen him die in the kill feed just yet, so they do pick him back up, I believe. Sai getting even more frags to the name. They're fragging out. I don't think any team can really catch them at this point.
I really feel like Sai just picked up about 12 kills there. Did they?
It'd be pretty large amount. And with that, Sai should hold on to that #1 spot as long as they place in top 5.
And ladies and gentlemen, we will crown your EU World Cup champions.
And we will say that as soon as we actually get the final standings. But this is a play zone we're not unfamiliar with, just north of Ross Bay, in between the bridge, making sure there's a little bit of water there, but it does move from a very heavy urban environment into a very rural battlefield in just a bit. Sai getting spot out through the windows. Deja getting that nice pick, but he does get back in towards cover, and Deja's now going to try and find another angle to snipe through, looking for the execute, gets it as well. Knocks down Side of 2 members.
Very good use of his surroundings, but then as we say that, Cray
Calm
used
as
the
a
grenade.
bee as Cray is able to get that kill with the grenade.
Sin was sniffing. I don't know if you guys saw that. Speaking of, he's here. Yeah.
Looking for a few more frags
He just
himself.
pushes. He leaves his team and just goes on these solo missions.
Sin's got 4 frags, but I think he's all alone at the moment. Here's Alexandra. He's still got his other ally alive. I can't
Yep,
see
that's
where
what
they
I
are.
like to call the snakes, the slippery snake.
He's moving into the final zone. He knows he has to put on a good performance for his team to get back into this one for Betrayed.
This is Team Puya.
Yeah, Team Puyat PH2. This is the one a lot of people in chat are looking out
Yep.
for. They're doing well so far.
Hype him up, hype him up. Actually, don't, because then they'll probably die if we do.
Mydra going to be taking some shots from Sin here.
Since that's some of the worst thing I've seen from him.
Yeah. He could have been able to get a few more touches of damage down there, but not able to do so. 3 members left alive for his squad. He'll be pretty happy about that.
Yeah, they're in a really good position. They're still in control.
Here's God Guess. He's pushing in. Still got 2 players alive on his squad from Flash, but he walks into a bedroom. Leon is hiding there with next to no hit points.
I think Leon's in a bit of trouble now, though.
God Guess needed to do his due diligence, but he did not. There's a grenade come up from Deja. Gets the knockdown towards Leon.
Are they going to go finish him or not? They let him die to the zone.
Let him die to the zone, but Deja's not going to get the kill credit for that if he doesn't take him down. The zone kills him afterwards.
I think it's not worth the risk taking. No, Deja did get it. Deja finished off, yeah.
Yep, he did get it.
BB is really low.
And he does spot out Sin here. Try and move on. Goes for the first one against Sai. Gets the kill towards Sai moving out of the house. Sorry, Sin is his ally, so he shouldn't be trying to kill him from Clash.
No, that would be a bit weird.
Yep.
That looks like a good nade.
A couple of players are pushing around. Alexandra finally falls, and Mydra picks that kill. I'm very surprised that Deja didn't go for the quick tap on towards the fallen body of Alexandra, getting the free 10 points. What a nice and strong Prey does take him down, though. Good shots coming out. Now up to Sin, holding onto multiple angles.
If there's one man that can do it, though, it's him.
Clayster's still alive, so Betrayed is still in this one. Clayster is stuck all the way in. Big flick coming out there. Mydra now going to try and get into the zone, but Sin have been knocked down. His teammates have been taken down as well. Jump's going to be trying to be res here by Mydra, keeping his squad alive.
I still think they're okay. Teams.
It's 2 on 1 on 1. Polo spots him out and gets the kill, knocks him down, has to go back and heal, and it's a 1-on-1.
That's a scumbag move. Look at him healing in the zone like that.
A win here for Polo, though, would put him at the top place finish.
It puts Sai on the first place finish?
Would put them on the... I believe it gives them first place. Clayster, after the disaster of a start coming out from Betrayed, has made it all the way to top 2 and is now 1-on-1.
I don't think it matters, though, because I don't think they picked up enough frags to make it any relevant push towards the end of the final standings.
But even if he pushes towards 2nd or 3rd, it's still a big finish for them.
You're not wrong.
Let's see where Betrayed were sitting at. Betrayed were sitting on 615 points.
Yep.
They were behind Sai by a decent amount. They were behind Sai.
Oh, wow.
180 points.
He didn't cook it. He didn't cook it
Difference between first and second is 50 points with the extra 10 for the final frag.
Who's going to get it?
We'll put them between 120 points distant. They would need 120 more frags, but Polo from YouTube takes the first jump to Clayster. Clayster just better with the shots on the day, taking first place in the 5th map. But Team Sai picking up a big performance. 6 frags going the way of Alexandra and Clayster, pulling the reins for Jesus and Spartan, but Sai with the 7 frag finish. They might be able to take this one unless Clash with the score of 13 is enough to pick up the upset here. Also sitting on 615. They will be fighting with Betrayed. They have the even score. 5th place with the huge front.